So I want to pivot a little bit and talk about this amazing documentary that RT was a part of. And I know, Kristen, you're a part of the second version of it.
Mhm.
So, RT, give our listeners a little bit of a background on the Women in Cybersecurity documentary that is available on Prime. If you're a Prime customer, you get to watch it for free. But if you aren't, you have to pay. But talk about this amazing documentary, because I think it's something important that the women who are listeners and are wanting to get into channel or cybersecurity can listen to.
Yes,
And
definitely.
before you answer that, I just want to say something, John. I think it's really for everyone because I think we
Yeah,
all need to understand the perspective, right? And you
sure.
shared it with your niece. I think it's for everybody to understand the perspective of what's going on. And I'll just
Sure.
leave this, and then I'm going to set you up here because we didn't know like we were going to have a celebrity on, right? So we were able to get through. She was in the green room. We took
Can
all the
we
green
get your
M&Ms out
autograph
of the
after
bowl.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
love that. Thank you. Yes. So this documentary was 6 years in the making. It
Mm,
was before COVID. And the producer, Richard Tico, had this idea and he posted it out on LinkedIn. And I actually saw a post from Bonnie. She's Canadian. And I looked at that and I was like, oh, this is interesting to be part of, right? And so that's where I joined the board the first time round. And one of the things, of course, was funding. So before I
mm,
go into a bit more about the documentary, I'll talk about the journey it took us to get to here because it was not easy.
mm.
And I am in sales and I'm like, oh, funding's going to be easy peasy. I do this day in, day out. I can sell like this, right? I was wrong. It was not easy selling.
Mm.
And it was really hard just to see how many organizations turned us down. And many organizations had said they have a DEI practice and they have funds and things like that. But so many, we learned a lot about companies, cultures, the performative side to it. It's like they say the things, they don't do the things, right? So it was a bit of a challenge getting, that's why it took long to
Mm.
get to this because we were working towards getting the funding.
Yeah.
And then finally, the first one that came on board, which is Amazon. So huge thank you to Amazon WWOS Worldwide. Can't remember the full name, but that was the department that jumped into this and said
oh,
this
that's
is a
fantastic.
phenomenal initiative. And the mission is very clear for this documentary, was first to attract individuals who haven't even thought of this as a career. I never thought of
Mm.
cybersecurity as a career. I just landed it into accident. And many
Sure.
of us have shared that in our stories as we just came in and, accidentally pivoted
Hmm.
into this industry. It's for career changers, right? There's some people who are in whatever their industry is and they're just not satisfied. And this is a path for them to think about how to get in. We've got successful stories, not in the documentary, but just in my network. Someone from HR who's pivoted into cybersecurity, for example. Someone in media who's pivoted into cybersecurity. So that's the
Hmm.
second goal. The third one, or the mission for this, was to actually build allyship. So allies, right? And not just performative allies, that those who say the things but don't follow what they say. It's actually to build allies. So allies can see things from our lens and help
Wow.
us amplify our voices, right? Because we're 20%, 25% now women. And in order to accelerate change, we need allies to help
Sure.
us.